Oh, mid-tiny.
I think the tiny last pick is also a very good hero to have against Slark. Just the instant burst that Slark can't really deal with. He can die really quickly. At the same time, though, TNC, great axe pick, in my opinion. Should be very easy to get multiple hero calls in this game. You're playing against 4 melee heroes, so it should prove to be very strong. Actually, XY, is just dead?
Yep.
All right, he's just dead.
He says, well, there's a little bit of a freebie.
Last clear from Jabs doesn't happen.
Yeah, are you a little surprised the Jabs didn't take the full-out poor mans to the lane, or is it stout enough against the Wind Ranger at this stage?
The tricky thing is, when you go for the full poor man, you actually need to get a lot of CS before you can get your bottle.
Yeah, okay, so you want the ball lace out for kill potential on the squishy.
I think if he would have gone for poor man now, he would still have had to use his flash.
Bottom lane.
But he would be a lot far away.
Really nice go being made, and it will be successful to bring down Ice.
Play around. Mid lane.
They're going to look to try and get sort of a catch onto Cuckoo, but again, Cuckoo can afford to play it much safer this time around.
One of the weaknesses of TNC.
Bottom lane,
can't make this move.
Look at the harassment that Ice managed to get off. Raven is already out of the lane, and Ice just walks down and solo. It's going to be a TP through, but next to the shrine, not the target they want to be trying to go for. Bottom lane, Raven. You mentioned it earlier, Sin. These two heroes can kill that slug with absolute ease. In the mid lane, though, TNC will find the trade. But of course, at the end of the day, it's not worth it for TNC. They move their supports away from the safe lane, and Faceless.
Oh, the courier as well. Might be the second target they want. Not going to get it though. So this game, they're targeting Raven really hard on the Slark. That's the hero they feel like is going to be a big threat. Oh, and teammate's going to find Ryo as well.
Even if that...
he could die before that.
Yeah, we're going to see Tims try and come in to maybe help out a bit. But he himself has to be careful. XY on the tree.
Oh, XY actually got tricked there. Oh, that is a really big kill.
Up for Sam H to get in with the Berserker's Call. More than enough lockdown to bring down Black. Now they'll look to manage to get a second one off the back of it as well. Again, the same combo.
So even the kill on the Anti-Mage. The Wind Ranger gets both kills. He's now 3-0. Cuckoo is having completely the opposite game of last game. Oh, they're going to respond here with a
lane. They want to catch Black off guard with this Blink Axe. Nuts is nearby. We'll see if that's going to be anything that they could save him with. They'll throw in a cast, but already Black falling low. And with the dunk, they've done it. TNC are looking very strong at this stage with this Blink Dagger timing. The courier will be a short distraction, but they'll turn it towards Nuts and looking for the dive behind the tower. Nuts trying to juke his way out of this, but he gets shackled up. And they should be able to finish this one. Ryo surrounds him, makes sure there's no escape. Sam H with the second dunk to bring him down. And meanwhile, elsewhere, Tims was able to find a pick-off onto the protector. The Jabs will catch Tims on the retreat out. The Spike Carapace coming out in time. The Jabs waiting for it to wear off and will find the Nyx.
The big story of the last 5 minutes. Nuts hasn't really been able to save him. Oh, Black, not again.
There's the initiation this time. Jabs is prepared to turn around and bring the pain back towards TNC. Cuckoo bursted down low. The Maledict will begin to tick it down as well. Black jumps across the room, the tree line. Sam H with the call again. Gets that bonus armor. And he will be able to walk back. Cuckoo actually has to survive, but it certainly could have been a lot more painful for TNC there.
Yeah. This was actually a nice way of doing this from Faceless. Like, in essence, they wanted to protect the aim, but rather than... Oh, that's the dead Witch Doctor.
Sam H comes in just in time to get the call, make sure there's no successful TP out for Nuts. And with that in mind, closer and very much in TNC's favor at this moment in time.
Oh, and Jabs is going to find the pick on Raven.
Yeah, as I say, in their favor.
When it's in your stash, though.
It's true. He's got to get it out there. Still at home at the moment.
Oh,
that's a freebie. The question is, can Faceless do anything to punish it? If only Black around. The answer is no. Mid lane, nice shackle into Impale from Tims. Will cause the death of another. Ice being taken down. That's not any old Omni Knight. That's a very big and strong and an Omni Knight that was on a similar level to Farmer's Raven. Knocking him down. TNC move on to the tier 1 push. And this, it's looking very impressive for them compared to what we saw in Game 1. TNC have just come to this one with a new game plan. It is working out perfectly. This setup for the team, it's getting the kill every time.
It's definitely working. It seems very comfortable. I'm not too big a fan of Wind Ranger in the current patch in the mid lane, but Cuckoo's doing a great job so far in this game.
And they may get something here. There's the first setup. Good the Overgrowth will hold him back. The Shackle, it won't latch. Even if it did, Black, he's still got a ways. Tanky at the moment.
Sam H is super dead.
Yeah, the burst comes in from Jabs, and one punch brings him down low. The Berserker's Call will buy him some time with opponent's armor, but Black jumps forward. The Death Ward jumps as well, but Nuts wrapped around from the behind. Raven finds him. They'll look towards Black. Out comes the ult from Ice, protecting the anti-mage and allowing Black to turn and fight for more. Beats down onto the Nyx Assassin. They'll get the Crystal Maiden as well. This time round, heavily punishing TNC.
This Wind Ranger's out of mana, and he has Mana Void still.
Oh, that's going to be a huge amount of burst, and there we have it, the flying in. He doesn't even need to use the Mana Void. Jabs. The axe.
Yep. I like that too. He gets Blink Call off.
Oh, Tims, he dispels the smoke, but the quick dust is there from Faceless, and they will punish Tims heading over to their half of the map.
Black just can't seem to get kills. Have been involved in the game.
He would have been dead though.
He would have just been farming, and they wouldn't even try to take his fight. Oh, this is a bait.
Jabs jumps in, but immediately Cuckoo turning around. The Overgrowth will come through. Catch out too. Ice moving forward to the front lines. They've kept everyone alive so far on Faces, and they'll get the kill. They bring down the axe. They do lose Tiny. Raven turning up to do the damage. Nuts is being chased down. The pounce forward from Raven not going to connect, and it's actually not going to be able to find the Witch Doctor if the Juice come through. They've shackled up XY, so TNC do find the 2 kills. Raven wanting to come back in for more. There's a sentry on the high ground. They do see the Slark. Black will start to look to try to burn down the mana. Question whether he can get...
He didn't have enough damage, and he did get the Yules off. If Omni Knight is slightly quicker there...
Black just jumped forward into this.
Oh, no.
Can they punish this? Sam H gets the call here with the golems in the neighborhood. There's the stun control from Tims, and they'll punish that. Black. Very this game, 22 minutes in. If he is allowed to... If he's not controlled for like the first...
Oh, mid lane, they're going to go again. Sam H keeps finding the openings.
I'm going to look to try and turn Rio with the freezing field, but immediately the stun comes out for the Overgrowth. The Death Ward for Nuts will secure Faceless. File complete as well. Top lane towards the Nyx Assassin. Jabs coming across as well with a combo. Is it going to be enough to do it? The Spike Caravans go for the TP out, but again, the power of the Yule Scepter. Seeing exactly why Jabs picks it up, and not only to disengage, but also to make... He's coming through. Faces can't take this tower quick enough. So they had to back away. See if Tims or Raven can get any catch on the way out. The dust is out onto Raven. Faceless have Black jumping forward, looking for Tims. He's repelled up as well, Black. Sam H comes in on the back. Good call onto the Omni Knight to try and bring him away from the team. Raven pops the Shadow Dance, looks towards XY. The Pounce gets the connection, the Treants out. Cuckoo moving forward, instantly Wim running back as the Death Ward for Nuts causing issues for TNC. Raven gets beat down though by Jabs. The double damage rune coming into play as huge amounts of physical burst coming out from this Tiny. Cuckoo tries to run, the Avalanche will hold him in return. Ryo controls the Tiny with the frostbite.
Cuckoo this is big.
Turns around, it's not going to be enough damage from the Wind Ranger. Tims looking to see if he can catch anyone out with the stun, but he hasn't actually got any mana, not the availability to get that.
To duck out of there, and that's a pretty big fight for them. Surviving on their cores and managing to kill the Axe, get his buyback, and kill the Slark. And now a little bit of a bonus. This has some good stuff coming out. There's going to be Guardian Greaves, and he is currently has a... Oh, Black just... No, he didn't get out. Gets sandwiched here by 4 heroes. I don't know if that's a sandwich or not. Just get... Oh, okay.
They get more out of this.
Bit chaotic.
I mean, Cuckoo's looking towards Nuts, and he can't get any sort of escape. The Shackle's there for control, and TNC claim another. You're really seeing just how much damage that they can do, and especially with that Silver Edge hit onto the anti-mage, he just melted with the Maelstrom procs, no sort of passive magic resistance for him once that touch comes through from the break. Now they're looking for more. Tims will actually get the first stun. Cuckoo gets a beautiful shackle off the creep. Jabs is going to come in and try and save them, but Sam H is there with the cool control. Dunk down to bring down Ice. And again, TNC pulling together some more of that beautiful coordination we saw from them in the laning stage in the early ganks, and they get the 4th kill as well. They just move down the mid lane. 50 seconds with no Tiny, no buyback available. Ice is still down for 20 as well.
Call.
And again, TNC, they've got so many ways of initiating, and every time there's always someone behind each other to follow up. No one is left alone in the way that they jump in.
This last minute for them was a complete disaster. They lost the anti-mage, they lose additional heroes immediately after. They are just hemorrhaging kill after kill after kill, trying to help each other, dying again.
Look at this again, look how deep they dive, TNC. This may come back to hurt them though. Immediate death towards drop from Nuts. They'll punish the jump in from Act. Black now looks towards Rio with the repel on Black. Should have a good job at chasing this one down. Will be held back for the time being by the frostbite. Yeah, Black's... See Wrap around for TNC.
Jump in, misses the stun.
Yeah, not going to get lead. That's going to allow ISO to turn around with the Pearl Jabs. Comes in with the initial avalanche. Frostbite to hold back the tiny Black. Leaves forward down to the low ground. Tims will be able to back up. Raven pots the BKB, starts to focus towards Jab. Samage with the cool control onto Black. Black falling low, tries to blink out, but Tims comes in with a beautiful three-man stun. Raven moves on for more. There will be the toss away off the slot, but Cuckoo stands his ground, brings down Jabs as well. Ryo keeping Nuts held back. He's earning down. They'll pick up the Witch Doctor as well here. And Faceless with a fantastic initiation. They're going to get the full team wipe. Cuckoo and the base Black. Coming forward, Cuckoo, can he get the opening stun? That's the question, he doesn't need to. Samage is going to be the one to initiate. Can the rest of Faceless save Black? Black will get a chance to put the Mansa style. Jab jumped in the backlines, but the shackle from Cuckoo grabs Jabs. Jabs is down and down. The Tiny's dead for 88 seconds. They've lost Samage. They need to do their best to hit Faceless. They're one massive man down. The stun comes through to XY. Raven survives, gets out just in the nick of time with the Silver Edge, and he may be ready to go back in. Two down on Faceless. Cuckoo jumps forward again with a focus fire, and this Maelstrom ripping Nuts to pieces. Faceless forced back. XY will buy back in. Cuckoo just doing so much damage. Jabs was just a free kill on the side of that fight. Samage may have lost his life, but again, it's his plays that just kick off these fights that are definitely going TNC's way, unless Faceless can do something big to turn. They'll look towards Cuckoo, but again, the wind runs so strong against Faceless' lineup. No way that they can hit through it. TNC, they do not want to stop the pressure that they've already started to build up against Faceless with this fight. 16 stacks at the moment on the Essence shift for the Raven. Slark. Black trying to make it go on to Cuckoo, but again, the wind run forcing Black to just sit there in the moment. And again, with the change turns, Size cannot throw enough in to save him. Black's down for 90 seconds. Raven picks up XY once again. Double kill for the Slark. And GG is called. We'll be going to a game 3 as TNC stepped up their play massively here in this game 2. The Cuckoo Wind Ranger being pretty much a stroke of genius from draft to execution. He moved around the map perfectly. Samage with the suicide